Sea of Galilea, described for more than 2,000 years in the scriptures and writings of all religions. It feeds and sustains the River Jordan. It lies pristinely along the foothills of the Golan Mountains, more than 1,000 feet below sea level. 55% of all drinking water in the state of Israel is provided by this body of water. In recent years, more and more visitors from around the world have come to marvel at its scenic beauty and assimilate its overpowering wealth of history. The increase in man's presence in this very delicate ecosystem, however, brings the unfortunate introduction of pollution, both on the water as well as the shoreline. The number of sightseeing boats has increased more than tenfold in the last several years. Few, of course, comply with strict standards of maintenance and operations one would expect. During a recent visit by Petrotech to assess a general cleanup of the lake, this unfortunate incident took place. In view of everyone, the operator of this vessel decided to clean out his bilges without regard to anyone, including the environment, by dumping the oil into the harbor. Luckily, as the incident occurred, Petrotech was on the scene, prepared to clean up the ensuing mess. To avoid serious damage to the shoreline, Petrotech product was immediately sprayed over the rocks to prevent the oil from settling and adhering in places where it becomes difficult to remove. Once the product contacts the floating oil, it proceeds to encapsulate it, and it can be seen that when surrounded by Petrotech, the oil can no longer escape. As seen here, a liquid boom has been created in order to contain the oil from drifting out of control. Kept in confinement and encapsulated, it is now ready for rapid biodegradation by indigenous bacteria living on the surface of the water. It becomes immediately apparent that after the treatment of the shoreline, Petrotech no longer allows the drifting oil to adhere. Petrotech's process is virtually a duplicate of nature's, except that it accomplishes the task in days rather than years. The necessary apparatus for the cleaning is relatively simple and can be found almost anywhere. Simple fire hoses, and in this case, a pressure pump and tank was all that was needed. The product is diluted 10 parts to 100 parts of water for up to number 4 grade oils and dispensed with force. After applying Petrotech, this particular cleanup took approximately 2 hours to complete. The results are easily evidenced. The harbor is once again clean, and if common sense and reason prevail, future generations may continue to marvel at the incredible beauty of this most famous lake of all. As an added bonus, Petrotech cleaned the engine compartment and sump of the embarrassed ship owner who got caught in the act of polluting the very waters that provide him and his family both livelihood and drinking water. Petrotech is manufactured of entirely cosmetic-grade natural substances under ISO 9000 standards. Petrotech meets or exceeds all international standards as to both performance and human and aquatic toxicity. It is totally free of carcinogens and solvents. Petrotech not only cleans the environment, it also benefits nature with its